We're here at the 2010 OneMedForum in San Francisco. I'm now joined by Stephen Symes of BioSante Pharmaceuticals. Stephen, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Bill.
I think probably the best way to start this off is just a brief overview of BioSante.
Well, BioSante is a pharmaceutical company. We concentrate mostly on women's products, or at least for this next year, our women's products will be most important to us.
You're now working on a product through the FDA approval process, clinical trials, Libigel.
Right.
So maybe you could talk to us a little about the product and also the market that you're addressing.
Libigel is our testosterone gel for the treatment of female sexual dysfunction. What's important here is, Bill, that in the United States there is no pharmaceutical product approved for female sexual dysfunction. We're in late stage phase 3 clinical trials and hope to be able to submit a new drug application in the middle of 2011.
Excellent. Let's talk about the rest of your product portfolio, especially Elestrin, which is an already approved product that uses the same technology that you're using for Libigel.
Right. Elestrin is an estradiol gel, FDA approved for the treatment of hot flashes in menopausal women. And what's important there is that we at BioSante were able to design the clinical trials, conduct those, monitor the trials. We wrote the NDA and negotiated the approval with the FDA and got a full non-conditional approval. Libigel is the same formulation as Elestrin, and so any of the regulatory questions about the other ingredients or the preclinical toxicology, those have already been answered. And so we think the road to approval for Libigel might be a little bit easier because of our FDA approval of Elestrin. Elestrin is currently marketed in the United States.
Okay. Let's move kind of from the products towards the balance sheet. What do you see as your financial position right now given the current economic environment?
Well, the last 2 years has been very, very difficult, challenging for companies like ours. Happily, last year, 2009, was really transformative for BioSante. We were able to, in August of last year, we closed the registered direct financing, raised $12 million, and perhaps more important, in October, we closed the acquisition of another company. That company was called Cell Genesis, and by that acquisition, we brought in an additional $23 million. So we ended December of 2009 with about $30 million in the bank, so just a couple of weeks ago. And so for this year, we're well financed to implement the plans we have underway.
Excellent. I guess just to recap, from an investor standpoint, what kind of catalysts, major catalysts and milestones can we expect to see in the rest of 2010?
Well, the most critical piece from an investor's point of view is that we're well financed. This $30 million will allow us to finish enrollment in our Libigel phase 3 clinical trials in the first half of this year, which will put us in a position to submit the new drug application in the middle of next year. The other is that we'll continue through this year to announce the ongoing safety results of our Libigel phase 3 safety trial, and to date they've been just excellent, which is a very, very good thing. And lastly, the announcement of the completion of enrollment will be, we think, a very important catalyst, and that'll come in the first half of this year.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Stephen.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Again, that's BioSante Pharmaceuticals. For more information, they trade under the symbol BPAX. They can also be found at biosantePharma.com. Information can also be found at OneMedPlace.com.